guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing the new Clinique Beyond Perfect foundation. This foundation claims to last up to 12 hours, which is basically all day. It is allergy tested, 100% fragrance free, ophthalmologist tested, and it gives you a modern to full coverage with a natural matte finish. It is oil free, and it says that it has dual sphere particles that are supposed to adapt to your skin. So on the areas that you have oily skin, it will basically absorb the excess oil, so you won't get as shiny. And on the drier areas of your face, if you have any drier areas, then it's going to provide more hydration. And it's not only just a foundation, it's also a concealer. So you can conceal any dark spots that you may have on your face, any imperfections, hyperpigmentation, rosacea, just anything that you want to cover, and including underneath your eyes. My personal experience with this foundation is that it does last all day, as you're going to see on the video. Also, a little bit of this foundation goes a long way, so make sure that you build your foundation. Start with small amounts and then build up if you need to, just on the areas that you need more coverage. Something really important that I totally forgot to mention on the demo is that after wearing this foundation for 15 hours, I actually noticed that the side that I applied powder to got more oily, and the side that I didn't apply powder to actually stayed more matte looking throughout the day, which I think is really weird. But that's just what I noticed with my experience. And I also did not use a primer, which is great. It comes in a glass bottle like this, and the way you apply it is with this applicator. I don't apply it straight onto my face. I actually apply it to the back of my hand, and then from there to my face, and then just blend it out. And even though it is fragrance free, I actually smell that fragrance-free smell, if that even makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like whenever you get a body lotion that says fragrance-free but it still has that weird sort of smell, that's how this one smells. And the formula does not dry instantly. You actually have a lot of time to play around with it, maybe if you want to buff it a little bit more or anything like that. And the only complaint I have about this foundation are the shades. They are horrible. I actually had to buy one that was really close to my shade, but not really. You might get lucky and find one that's gonna match you perfectly or really, really close, but I unfortunately didn't. Even though I didn't get a perfect shade, I still love this foundation. Okay guys, I'm running out of time. I will let you go watch the demo now. Okay, so I'm gonna take some from the wand, and I'm not gonna apply it straight to my face just because I feel weird doing that. I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand, and using my finger, I'm going to apply it to the center of my face and take a good look at these nastiness that I have. Now I'm going to take my damped beauty blender, and it looks like this because my dog chewed up the little tip. I'm just going to use the back side and start to spread it outwards. So I'm going to take some and apply it underneath my eye. Okay, so that's just a very light coat. It did cover a lot, but it didn't manage to cover all of my imperfections right here. So what I'm going to do, I still have a little bit left on the back of my hand. So I'm going to pick some with my finger and just dab it on those areas. Just very lightly smooth it out with the beauty blender. Okay, so I'm done with this side. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry because it does take a little bit longer when you apply it with a wet beauty blender. I can definitely see a full coverage with this foundation. It does not feel heavy. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. It's very, very lightweight. As you can tell, it got rid of all my redness. If you compare these two sides, got rid of all my redness, and the darker spots that I had here, those are the same spots that I have here. See, you don't see any of that. You don't see my veins anymore. Nothing. It just looks flawless. So let's go ahead and try it with a brush now. Okay, so I'm starting by dotting it on the center of my face again. Now taking my Sigma F80 brush, I'm just going to start to stipple on the center of the face. And because this foundation doesn't dry super quick, you can definitely play with it a little bit, move it around if you have to, buff it more if you have to. Okay, so this is what one coat of the foundation applied with a brush looks like on this side. It still offers you a lot of coverage, but I can use a little bit more just to conceal my darker areas. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more product on those areas. And you want to stipple on these areas because if you start to buff it around, it's actually just going to move the product around since we already have a layer underneath. So just make sure you stipple. Okay, so it gave me a really full coverage. It covered all my redness and my dark spots just like it did on this side. Both applications are good. I feel the only difference that I see with both applications is that with the Beauty Blender, I see more of a glow, and I've let it dry for a little bit longer, and with this one it's more of a natural matte finish. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is wait about 10 more minutes just to give this side a little bit more time to dry. Maybe it'll end up drying a lot more and looking like this side. Okay, so it's been around 6 to 7 minutes. I actually noticed that this side right here is actually more matte than this side. I'm not sure why, but okay, so now let's try powder. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. HD powder. And I'm just going to powder this half of my face because I want to compare both of them. Alright, so this side does look a lot smoother because of the powder, but I want to see how it wears with and without powder throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do my whole face now, and I'll come back in 12 hours and update you on the foundation. Hey guys, I'm back. It actually has been over 12 hours. I put on the foundation around 9:15, 9:30 a.m. and right now it's 12:42 a.m. I am seriously blown away with this foundation. I'm surprised and just amazed at how long it lasted. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the center of my face, which is usually what gets super nasty oily, it's not oily at all. It actually seems like I've been wearing the foundation for about maybe 4 hours, not 15. It really does last all day long, so it's great for those of you who are looking for the perfect foundation to wear even for every day. I feel it's very lightweight, even though it's full coverage. You can even sheer it out a little bit by applying less foundation and just buffing it out more. But even if you wear it as full coverage, it's perfect because it's not, it doesn't look cakey. It's very lightweight. It covers everything without settling in pores. I feel like this foundation just made it to my top favorite foundations, and the only thing I don't like about it is the color range, like I said before. But if you can get a color that's really close to your skin tone, I would say go ahead and get it because it's an amazing foundation and everyone should have it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. You can also follow me on YouTube for future videos and also on Instagram if you want to see pictures of makeup. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!